That's a bit too kinky for my liking. I can say anything with my eyes. She's the kind of lady that would grope you in your sleep. Oh my god, this is so bloody strange. Oh my god. What the what? This is Sunset Boulevard, and it is one of the winners of our Director Cut poll. This is the second poll that we did, and the 3 winners were Sunset Boulevard, Some Like It Hot, and The Apartment. This one we're doing first because it was the first one released, so that's why. And we're doing them in release date. So Some Like It Hot and The Apartment will be up next. I can't remember in which order. And if you don't know already, the director is called Billy Wilder. I've never heard of him before. Not that I've heard of many directors before, but I do believe it's a black and white movie, which I'm very, very excited about. We haven't done a black and white in a long, long time. How long? What was the last one? It would have been a Marx Brothers movie. Before that, High Noon, I think. You guys know I love the black and white movies because it's all about the story, and it's all about the actors, and it's all about the goodness that comes from the black and white movies and the classics, and they're just amazing. I think that's all. I think that's all I needed to say. Oh, maybe one thing. The Director's Cut poll is all on Patreon, and I thought if I put the setting to public, then the public could vote on the poll, but apparently you have to still have a Patreon account. But you don't have to pay for anything, you just need to sign up. It's just your details. No bank card or anything like that. No one's scamming anyone. If you get to the end of this video or even like 30 seconds in and you're like, oh, I quite like it, I really like this video, then please click that thumbs up button because it means so much to me. Also, if you're like, oh, I would quite like to see other videos that this young lady is uploading, then you would want to press that subscribe button. And also, if you want to be the first one to see them, sometimes they get taken down. Now, I've had a bit of luck recently and they haven't been, and I've probably just jinxed it, but sometimes they get taken down. So if you do want to see them before they get taken down, then you want to hit that post notification button, and then you'll get a notification on your phone or your laptop or your TV, wherever you watch these videos, and it'll say, Dawn Marie has posted a new video, want to check it out? And you say yes. Comment, let me know your thoughts. I always like to read them. I don't always get a chance to reply, but I do like to read them all. And one last thing, Patreon, if you could take a look on there, there's lots of videos on there already, lots of polls that you can take part in, and we now have Discord too. Oh, and we do live streams on there too. And I think we're just ready to go now. So, Billy Wilder, Sunset Boulevard, and play. This sounds like it's going to be like a thriller movie, and that's not what I was expecting at all. Oh yeah, and I'm going to have to check if there's anyone I recognise from the other black and white movies, or the oldies. This is so insane. Billy Wilder, I think I know him, but it's only because he's a director, and I have his name written down here.
Yes, this is Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. That's the homicide squad.
Oh, I didn't realise Sunset Boulevard was an actual place.
Maybe you'd like to hear the facts.
Okay.
The whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
If so, you've come to the right party.
Okay. I like this.
He always wanted a pool. Well, in the end, he got himself a pool. Only the price turned out to be a little high.
Why is there light bulbs coming out of their cameras?
So I sat there grinding out original stories. Maybe they were too original. All I know is they didn't sell.
So this is who we're talking to.
We come for the car.
Why should I give you the keys?
Because you're 3 payments behind.
Yeah, he's not been able to pay for it. 3 payments, is that all it takes? I thought it would be more than that.
Loaned it to a friend of mine.
That car better be back here by noon tomorrow. There's going to be fireworks.
You say the cutest thing.
Fireworks, like gunshot. Is that really what happens if the car's not there?
It's about a baseball player, a rookie shortstop that's batting .347.
So they tell the poor kid he's got to throw the World Series or else, huh?
Doesn't sound like something I would want to watch. That's what I say with every movie.
You got the best man for it right here in this lot, Alan Ladd. And there's another thing, it's pretty simple to shoot.
How much do writers get paid for a story?
It was just a rehash of something that wasn't very good to begin with.
I'm sure you'll be glad to meet Mr. Gillis. He wrote it. This is Miss Kramer.
Right now, I wish I could crawl in a hole and pull it in after me.
I bet.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gillis, but I just didn't think it was any good. I found it Flat and trite.
At least she's being honest.
You'd have turned down Gone with the Wind.
No, that was me. I said, who wants to see a Civil War picture?
I haven't seen Gone with the Wind.
Goodbye, Mr. Gillis.
Next time I'll write you The Naked and the Dead.
Well, I would see that.
Could you let me have $300 yourself as a personal loan?
Could I? Gillis,
He hasn't got it. He's as skint as you are.
this year I had to mortgage the ranch so I could keep up my life insurance, so I could borrow on my insurance.
Oh dear.
So then I called a pal of mine, Artie Green. He could let me have 20, but 20 wouldn't do.
He needs 300. Is that for his rent or for other things? No, it wasn't his rent. It was for the car. Or you must be behind on your rent as well then if you're behind on your car.
So you need $300. Of course I could give you $300. Only I'm not going to.
Not going to, yeah.
Don't you know the finest things in the world have been written on an empty stomach?
It's a car I'm talking about. If I lose my car, it's like having my legs cut off.
Oh, behave.
Now you'll have to sit behind the typewriter. Now you'll have to write.
What do you think I've been doing?
Not been doing it good enough.
Maybe what you'll need is another agent.
Oh, he's sacking you.
Apparently, I just didn't have what it takes. Time had come to wrap up the whole Hollywood deal and go home.
I think at least one point in our lives we've all been here driving, wandering around, thinking.
Back to the smirking delight of the whole office.
With a face like that on.
Maybe you think that you could make... Uh-oh.
Oh, I told you. Told you to see you. You need a disguise. I kind of feel sorry for him, but then I kind of don't because it really annoys me people that do that and they borrow money and then they never intend on paying it back. And they're so smug about it as well. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going to go into the house of the lady, the big movie star. Well, does he witness the killing then?
I had landed myself in the driveway of some big mansion. I figured I couldn't go back to my apartment now that those bloodhounds were onto me.
What, so he's just going to live there? I would. What if you get caught?
A neglected house gets an unhappy look. This one had it in spades.
I didn't realise that was like that house was part of that bit. I thought that was like two separate places.
You there! Why are you so late?
Late?
Why have you kept me waiting so long?
What the hell is this? Is this in his head? Is this a story he's writing or is he actually seeing this?
In here.
Bloody hell, if you can afford a butler, you can afford to sort your house out. It's a bit of a shithole just now. Is Sunset Boulevard still like this? Like massive houses? Is that where all the rich people live?
If you need any help with the coffin, call me.
I was just a way to say maybe she phoned for like a male escort, but if there's a coffin involved, that's a bit too kinky for my liking.
This way.
Is she blind?
I've made up my mind we'll bury him in the garden. Any city laws against that?
Yes, I guess there is.
I don't care anyway. I want the coffin to be white, and I want it specially
I don't care anyway.
or deep pink.
Who is it? Let me see. A monkey? Aww.
I warn you, don't give me a fancy price just because I'm rich.
But are you?
Lady, you got the wrong man.
Are you rich anymore?
I thought this was an empty house.
It is not. Get out.
But he's seen things. He knows things.
You know Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures. Used to be big.
Used to be.
I am big.
Next time I'll bring my autograph album along. Or maybe a hunk of cement and ask for your footprint.
He's cheeky.
It's okay, I'm going.
Just a minute, you. You're a writer, you said.
Yeah, but he's not a very good one.
The story of Salome. I think I'll have DeMille direct it.
And you'll play Salome.
Who else? Read the scene just before she has him killed.
Never let another writer read your material. He may steal it.
I'm not afraid. Read it.
She's not afraid, because if you steal it, she'll have you killed. Her butler will come and get you.
Sometimes it's interesting to see just how bad writing can be. This promised to go the limit.
Yeah, except it was pretty good.
Max wheeled in some champagne and some caviar. Later, I found out
She must still be rich then.
she sat coiled up like a watch spring, her cigarette clamped in a curious holder.
Yeah, what's with these holders? Why don't they just hold it with their fingers?
That bundle of raw nerves, and Max, and a dead monkey upstairs.
Oh yeah, the dead monkey. This is hilarious. I really love it.
Just for comedy relief, the real guy arrived with a baby coffin.
Aww.
He must have been a very important chimp. The great-grandson of King Kong, maybe.
Well, maybe she doesn't have any family, and he was her only family.
Silly hodgepodge of melodramatic plots. However, by then, I'd started concocting a little plot of my own.
Oh, really?
Maybe a little more dialogue.
What for? I can see anything I want with my eyes. I will not have it butchered.
Of course not.
I can say anything with my eyes. Oh, I love it.
You know, I'm pretty expensive.
I wouldn't worry about money. I'll make it worth your while.
I don't think she's got any. I think it's all for show.
Oh, no, I couldn't let it out of my house. You'll have to finish it here.
Yeah, you'll have to stay with her. I'm sure there's millions of spare rooms.
I'll come back early tomorrow.
Nonsense. There's a room over the garage.
He's more scared of her than he is of Max. She's the kind of lady that would grope you in your sleep.
She's quite a character, that Norma Desmond.
Oh, yes, she is.
She was the greatest of them all. You wouldn't know. You're too young. In 1 week, she received 17,000 fan letters.
1 week. 1 week.
Sure turned into an interesting driveway.
You did, sir. Good night, sir.
Yeah, it was all meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer.
And of course she had a pool.
Yeah.
Who didn't then?
Wait, what is it? What was the start? What was the start got to do with this? The man that died? I don't remember.
It was all very queer. But queerer things were yet to come.
I'm here for it. I'm really loving this movie.
Somebody had brought in all my belongings, my books, my typewriter, my clothes.
While you were asleep? What the actual hell?
Max, whatever your name is, what are my things doing here?
I brought them myself.
Have you been up all night? Do you never sleep?
There's nothing in the deal about my staying here.
You can't work in an apartment where you owe 3 months' rent.
3 months, yeah, I knew it.
It's all taken care of. It's all paid for.
Is it? How have you still got money? Why is your house a shithole?
I didn't say I was staying.
Suppose you make up your mind. You want this job, or don't you?
Yes, of course she's going to stay.
Yes, I wanted the job. I wanted the dough, and I wanted to get out of there as quickly as I could.
Why? I would love to stay in a mansion. You've got nowhere else to be.
She was around all the time, hovering over me, afraid I'd do injury to that precious brain child.
Ah, she's watching.
What's that?
The one where you go to the slave market. It's better to cut directly to John the Baptist.
Cut away from me. They want to see me. Me, Norma Desmond. Put it back.
Good luck working with her.
2 or 3 times a week, Max would haul up that enormous oil painting, and we'd see a movie.
Very nice. What movie were we watching?
So much nicer than going out, she'd say.
She's taking a liking to you.
She'd sit very close to me, and she'd smell of tube roses, which is not my favorite perfume, not by a long shot.
Yeah, I don't like rose.
Sometimes as we watched,
I don't like anything that smells of rose.
I guess I don't have to tell you who the star was. They were always her pictures.
Of course. So did she just stop doing them because she had to talk in the movies and she didn't like it? Or they didn't want her?
I'll show them. I'll be up there again, so help me.
Very theatrical.
Sometimes there'd be a little bridge game in the house, at a 20th of a cent a point.
Well, she does know other people.
1 heart.
Spade?
Oh, I know him. I know him. Do I know him? Oh, who is this now? It's Bailiffs. Bailiffs for her, because she's in all the debt.
There's some men outside. They asked for you.
Oh, for you.
But they found your car in the garage and they're going to tow it away.
Won't matter. He's got a new house now. How did they find him?
We don't need 2 cars. We have a car. Not one of those cheap new things made of chromium and spit.
We don't need a new car. We have a car. Mm-hmm.
It cost me $28,000.
Wow, that must have been a lot. My car didn't even cost that. Oh, no, wait. Dollars and pounds. I don't know. Maybe.
Max, what's a good men's shop in town? The very best. Well, go there.
Oh, she must have. I just keep thinking that she hasn't got any money, but she must have.
I just want you to look nice. And must you chew gum?
You're her new chimp.
This one, single-breasted, of course. Now we need a top coat. Let me see what you have in camel's hair.
Camel's hair?
I don't need a tuxedo.
You need them for parties. You need them for New Year's Eve. Where are your evening clothes?
In this way, madam.
She's keeping you forever.
I'd like you just to feel this is vicuna. Of course, it's a little more expensive.
The camel's hair will do.
Well, as long as the lady's paying for it, why not take the vicuna?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you said tuna, but yeah. Go for it. I don't like that mustache. Nope. Don't like that skinny thing. The thicker the better. That's what she said.
A great big package of rain. It came right through the old roof of my room above the garage.
Oh, so you have to move in with her.
I didn't much like the idea. The only time I could have to myself was in that room.
Oh, wait. Is it you? It's you that dies in the pool. It's you from the start. Is it? It is. I bet it's him. I bet it's him that's at the start and he dies. Once they've filled the pool again. That looks so funny because it looks like he's carrying that bag with no hand. Oh, that's fancy. A lot fancier than your last room.
It was the room of the husband. Of the husbands, I should say. Madame has been married 3 times.
3 times. So far.
Hey, what's this with the door? There isn't any lock.
There are no locks anywhere in this house, sir.
Oh, God. To hell with that.
Madame has moments of melancholy. There have been some attempts at suicide.
Oh.
Why, her career? She still gets those fan letters.
I wouldn't look too closely at the postmarks.
Oh.
Mr. Gillis has not forgotten Madame's New Year's party?
No, I haven't.
Well, now I feel bad. Maybe it's good that you're here. She must have been lonely.
I suppose all the waxworks are coming.
I wouldn't know, sir. Madame made the arrangements.
Although I think she's a bit of a psycho. Sleep with one eye open.
That room of hers, all satin and ruffles.
Oh, wait, your rooms are next to each other.
It was at her New Year's party that I found out how she felt about me. Maybe I'd been an idiot not to have sensed it was coming.
I sensed it. Oh. Well, that's some party.
You look absolutely divine.
Awkward.
Come on, let's have a drink.
Shouldn't we wait for the others?
Max,
Others. There are no others.
careful, it's slippery. I had it waxed.
Wow, look at the cake. I would be fine if I had that cake. I wouldn't care if I was living with a crazy lady as long as I had cake every day.
That thing, it tickles.
It does.
Oh God, your hair. Is he jealous? Oh my. What have you got yourself into?
You're the guest.
There are no other guests. We don't want to share this night with other people. Hold me tighter.
Okay.
She's very much enjoying herself.
Here. I was going to give it to you at midnight.
What is it? What is that?
You bought me enough.
Shut up. I'm rich. I'm richer than all this new Hollywood trash.
Well, I don't get it. Then why is your house such a mess?
You want a Valentino, somebody with polo ponies, a big shot.
What you're trying to say is you don't want me to love you.
She has villain lips and eyebrows. She must shoot him. Don't follow her. You'll give her the wrong idea. I think she just went into your room. He's leaving. He's leaving. But for how long? That's more like it. You don't see parties like that anymore.
Hi, Artie. I almost reported you to the Bureau of Missing Persons.
Almost. You should have. How long's he been missing for? It must be months.
Go easy on that punch bowl. Budget only calls for 3 drinks per extra. Bake the rest.
I love punch. I used to always do punch when I threw a party.
Can you put me up for a couple of weeks?
It just so happens we have a vacancy on the couch.
Wait, where's your apartment? I thought it was all paid for.
Hello, Mr. Gillis.
That's that girl.
I've been hoping to run into you.
What for, to recover that knife you stuck in my back?
She didn't stick it in your back. She said it all to your face.
Is there someplace we can talk?
How about the rainbow room?
Oh, I don't know if you two should be talking alone.
I've got a few ideas.
And I got a few ideas of my own. This is New Year's Eve. How about living it up a little?
As for instance?
Well,
Is he going to try and kiss you?
starving for a white shoe.
Philip.
Hey,
you're alive.
that's your friend's girlfriend.
You'll be waiting for me.
With a wildly beating heart.
Stop it. Stop it, you two. You have a boyfriend and you have an old lady.
Hello, Max. This is Mr. Gillis. I want you to do me a favor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gillis. I cannot talk now.
Oh, wait.
The doctor is here.
What doctor?
She tried to commit suicide again.
Madame got the razor from your room and she cut her wrists.
That'll make him go back. She did it for the attention this time. Maybe every time.
Hey, Joe!
I want to go to a party like that in a really small apartment. And nobody knows anyone, but you're all best friends by the end of it.
How is she?
She's up in her room. Don't race upstairs. The musicians mustn't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Thank God she's got a max. Maybe she didn't even do it. She'll have bandages on her wrists and nothing underneath.
Go away.
That's her feet. He just touched her feet.
What kind of a silly thing was that to do?
To fall in love with you, that was the idiotic thing.
Well, what's the age difference?
You've been good to me. You're the only person in this stinking town that has been good to me.
Yeah, for a reason. She wants to get in your pants.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
She's manipulating you into staying. I hope you know that. You're going to end up dead in a pool at the end of it. It's really bad, but I would have no sympathy. I would just be like, okay, bye. It's so bad. I'm going to be such a dick. She has taken advantage of him though the whole time. Just because she has money. And she's a woman. Don't kiss her. Don't kiss her. Oh my god. That's gross. And you touched her feet.
Hello?
I want a phone like that.
I must speak to Mr. Gillis.
He's not here.
Maybe somebody else in the house could tell me.
Nobody here can give you any information. And you will please not call again?
She's going to turn up. She's going to turn up and he's going to end up dead. Maybe she will too. And buried with a chimp.
I want you to get out the car. You're to take the script over to Paramount and deliver it to Mr. DeMille in person.
Is it ready?
You really gonna send that script to DeMille?
Yes, I am. This is the day.
You two aren't a couple, are you?
Turn around, darling. Let me dry you.
Does she not realise? Does she not know that he doesn't like her?
DeMille always said I was his greatest star.
When did he say it, Norma?
Like 1,000,000 years ago.
But the point is, I never looked better in my life.
That's not true.
I've never been as happy in my life.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. You poor man. Maybe he shot himself.
She taught me how to play bridge by then, just as she taught me some fancy tango steps.
He looks miserable.
That idiot, he forgot to fill my cigarette case.
Here, have one of mine.
Oh, it's a cigarette case.
Pull up the drugstore, will you, Max?
I'll get you some.
You're a darling.
Would you do it for the money in the mansion and the pool? No, I couldn't. You'd have to have sex with her.
Stick 'em up, Gillis. Stick 'em up or I'll let you have it.
Oh God, it's them.
Now, if we could sit down for 2 weeks to get a story.
I'm sorry.
2 weeks. He hasn't got 2 weeks.
As a matter of fact, I've given up writing altogether.
Mr. Gillis?
Thanks anyway for your interest in my career.
It's not your career, it's mine. I kind of hope to get in on this deal.
She's not going to leave it.
I want to write.
I'm sorry if I crossed you up.
You sure have.
Wow, she's pushy and stubborn and a little bit of a bitch.
Whenever she suspected I was getting bored,
Why were you not bored all the time, like?
she would put on a live show for me. Her first number was always the Max Sennett bathing.
Oh my God, this is so bloody strange.
What's the matter with you, darling? Why are you so glum?
Nothing's the matter. I'm having a great time.
God, this is so disgusting. No wonder they didn't show them actually kissing. Everyone would have switched it off. Yay! Oh, you could have got the real one. I'm sure you could afford it. That's awesome.
Madame is wanted on the telephone.
You know better than to interrupt me.
Paramount is calling.
Paramount, it's important.
Now do you believe me?
Oh
I told you the mill would
God.
jump at it.
I am so going to dress up as Charlie Chaplin next time I'm dressing up.
Say I'm busy and hang up.
Very good, madame.
Wow, you are something else.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now the mill can wait until I'm good and ready.
Told you, she's the villain. She is the villain. She's got the lips and the eyebrows and the whole face is a villain face. And her stinking attitude.
You got an appointment?
No appointment necessary. I'm bringing Norma Desmond.
Norma who?
Oh, Norma, who? Shit.
Why, if it isn't Miss Desmond. Come on, Mac.
They can't drive on the lot without a pass.
Miss Desmond can. Come on.
Only the oldies know her.
Teach your friend some manners. Tell him without me, you wouldn't have any job. Because without me, there wouldn't be any Paramount studio.
You're right,
Oh.
Miss Desmond.
Wait, she's right. Nah. She's so full of herself. Such a bitch. I hope she dies. But I bet she won't. She'll be the last one standing. She'll outlive them all.
Norma Desmond.
She must be 1,000,000 years old.
I hate to think where that puts me. I could be her father.
Oh, really?
Must be about that awful script of hers.
Oh, it's awful.
What can I say?
I can tell her you're all tied up in the projection room. I can give her the brush.
Yeah, do that.
30 million fans have given her the brush. Isn't that enough?
I didn't mean to.
No, of course you didn't.
I understand she was a terror to work with.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, this is maybe what she needs. Is he going to tell her the truth?
You read the script, of course?
Yeah, and it was shit.
Somebody named Gordon Cole. And if you hadn't been pretty darn interested in that script, he wouldn't have tried to get me on the telephone 10 times.
Gordon Cole.
What? What's going on?
Get me Gordon Cole.
Right.
What's happened?
Miss Desmond! It's me! Let's get a good look at you.
A blinder.
There's Norma Desmond.
Yeah.
Norma Desmond. Norma Desmond.
Why, I thought she was dead.
I think everyone did.
Have you been calling Norma Desmond?
It's that car of hers, an old Isata Fraschini. It looks just right for the Crosby picture.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is that it? Bugger. They want your car. They don't want you. I hope he speaks to you like a proper person and tells you that you're being such an ass with everyone and you need to grow up and sort your house out.
What's the matter, dear?
Nothing. I just didn't realize what it would be like to come back to the old studio.
Oh, for God's sake.
I missed it.
We've missed you too, dear.
We'll be working again, won't we, Chief?
No.
We'll make our greatest picture.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you
It's a
about.
good script, isn't it?
Well, it has...
Just tell her the truth.
And remember, darling, I don't work before 10 in the morning and never after 4:30 in the afternoon.
What the hell?
You see where it says Reader's Department? I remember my walls were covered with black patent leather.
Oh, that's that girl again. She's everywhere.
Just so you don't think I'm a complete swine, if there's anything in Dark Windows you can use, take it, it's all yours.
Don't do that, because you're going to need... Oh, no, because you're going to get shot and die anyway, so you won't need it.
I'm just not good enough to do it all by myself. To begin with, I think you should throw out all that psychological mess, exploring a killer's sick mind.
Oh, no, wait, I like that.
Couldn't we work in the evenings? This next month, I'm completely at your disposal.
You're obsessed.
I'm free every evening and every weekend. We could work at your place if you want.
Now stop being chicken-hearted and write that story.
Honest to goodness, I hate you.
There's a fine line between love and hate.
It's not Madame they want, it's her car they want to rent.
Yeah.
What?
Who's going to tell her? Is the old man told? No, he hasn't.
Goodbye,
He
Norma.
hasn't.
We'll see what we can do.
The old team together again. Nothing can stop us.
She's delusional.
After that, an army of beauty experts invaded her house on Sunset Boulevard.
It's not going to help.
She was absolutely determined to be ready for those cameras that would never turn.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell her at some point. This looks amazing, by the way. I wish. You need to sort your eyebrows and your lips. There's something off with them.
I just came to say goodnight. I don't want you to see me. I'm not very attractive.
You never have been.
You went out last night, didn't you, Joe? I had a nightmare and I screamed for you. You weren't here. Where were you?
This is getting so creepy, and this is where she's going to kill him.
Norma, I haven't done anything.
Of course you haven't. I wouldn't let you.
Oh my god. Get out of there while you still can. I'm scared. I'm scared for you.
The two of us, nights when the studio was deserted, up in her little cubbyhole of an office.
If Norma or Max sees you two together, yous are...
They rewrote the whole picture for rain and shot half of it.
They're 100% dead, both of them, by the end of the movie.
No, in all seriousness, this is really good. It's fun writing with you.
Well, thanks.
You guys maybe think it's good, but you've written heaps of stuff that you think's good, and it's all been turned down.
Who's Norma? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't usually read private cigarette cases.
Very foolish and very generous.
I'll say. This is solid gold.
Solid gold.
He turns out to be a multimillionaire and leaves you all her money.
The trouble with you readers, you know all the plots.
You two are getting too close. I can feel it. This is not going to go well. You shouldn't be doing that. Even though she's a crazy lady, you still shouldn't be doing that.
Then the studio made a test. Well, they didn't like my nose. Slanted this way a little. They made more tests and they were crazy about my nose. Only they didn't like my acting.
Oh, boo. Maybe should have told you about your acting first.
Come clean, Betty. At night you weep for those lost close-ups.
Not once. What's wrong with being on the other side of the camera?
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't want to be the actor.
I will now kiss that
Maybe
nose.
most people.
If you please.
Oh God, you two, stop it.
May I say that you smell real special?
No.
How old are you anyway?
22.
How old are you?
May I suggest that if we're ever to finish this story, you stay at least 2 feet away from me? The first time you see me coming any closer, I want you to take off a shoe and clunk me on the head with it.
How old's Norma? Is she like... She must be in her 80s. 70s. 80s? Does your fiancé know that you're out with this guy every night? Because if he doesn't know, that's cheating.
Feeding her lies and more lies. Getting herself ready for a picture. What
Yeah.
happens when she finds out?
Yeah, exactly.
She never will.
She will.
Only I found everything unendurable after she'd left me. You see, I was her first husband.
What the what? 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 This just got very, very, very even stranger than it was before. Uh-oh. You two are buggered. Stop looking at him. You have a fiancé.
What have you heard? Come on, let's have it. Is it about me?
No, I bet her fiancé found out that she was cheating and he's finished with her for good reason.
He wants me to come on to Arizona. He says it only costs $2 to get married there.
Well, why don't you?
Yeah, because she loves you, that's why. It's sick. You two are sick.
I'm not loving with him anymore, that's all.
What happened?
You happened.
You did?
Mm-hmm. No! You're gonna get yourselves both of you killed. Maybe even tortured, because she's that kind of person that would do that.
Betty Schaefer engaged to Artie Green. As nice a guy as ever lived, and she was in love with me.
Well, of course, you've been spending every night together. That's what happens. You did that. Is that her there? Is she standing right there? Oh, that's a picture. That's a picture. I thought she was standing really far away.
Maybe I could get away with it. Get away from Norma. Maybe I could wipe the whole nasty mess right out of my life.
Not now, you can't, but you could have back at New Year's.
May I speak to Miss Betty Schaefer?
Here's that weird-sounding woman again.
Weird sounding woman.
I'm trying to spare you a great deal of misery. You may be too young to even suspect.
This is Joe.
Joe? Where are you? What is this all about?
Well?
Why don't you come out and see for yourself? The address is 10,086 Sunset Boulevard.
Oh! Were you two ever a couple? Did you decide on that or no? Were you having sex?
How can I go back to work if I'm wasting away under this torment? You don't know what I've been through these last weeks.
I really hate her. There are real people like that.
Don't just stand there hating me. Shout at me. Strike me, but don't hate me.
He doesn't care.
Here's 10,079, Connie. It must be over there. Let me come along with you, please. No, I'll be all right.
If I did this movie, I would put them two in opposite roles. They should have played each other because Connie's slightly prettier.
What are you gonna do, Joe? What are you gonna do?
This is all such a mess.
Ever been in one of these old Hollywood palazzos? That's from when they were making $18,000 a week and no taxes.
No taxes? Why no taxes? I want no taxes. How'd you get around that?
So she got herself a companion. Very simple setup. Older woman who's well-to-do.
I'm pretty sure this is the night he's going to die because I think that's what he was wearing in the pool.
I never got those telephone calls and I've never been in this house. Now get your things together and let's get out of here.
Get your things together. Shut up.
Back to a one-room apartment I can't pay for?
If you love me, Joe.
I've got a good deal here.
Does he want love or does he want money?
I can't look at you anymore, Joe.
How about looking for the exit? This way, Betty.
Wow. That did not go how I thought it was going to go.
You can finish that script on the way to Arizona. Two of you ever feel like taking a swim?
Oh yeah, see? See, the pool's filled now. So is he just a companion then? They don't actually do stuff because, yeah, that really creeped me out. But they definitely kissed. Oh god, yeah. You look quite hideous. I'm telling you, if you just sort your eyebrows. Get rid of that dark lipstick. That's what's doing it.
Tell me everything is just as it was, Joe.
Oh, he's leaving. He's actually leaving.
What are you doing?
I'm packing.
I think it's her eyes as well. She's got crazy eyes.
You can have anything you want. What is it you want? Money.
She's like Cruella de Vil.
And you know I'm not afraid to die.
Between you and yourself.
You think I made that
You
up about
are.
the gun, don't you?
You're just doing it for attention. We all know.
The audience left 20 years ago. Now face it.
That's a lie! They still want me!
No, they don't.
Look at her crazy face. She's a nutter.
None of us has had the heart.
That's a lie.
Oh, poops.
Come on, do her that favor. Tell her there isn't going to be any picture.
Do it. Do it. Please do it.
Madame is the greatest star of them all. I will take Mr. Gillis's bags to the car.
Oh, God, he's not telling her.
You heard him? I'm a star.
Norma, you're a woman of 50. Now grow up.
Oh, 50. I thought she was in her 70s or 80s. Jesus. She didn't age well then. I feel so bad. It means she's a fantastic actress if I hate her.
No one ever leaves a star. That's what makes one a star.
Okay, okay. Let's see what happens then. 50. Bloody hell. Holy crap, he's still walking. Oh, yeah, I knew it. Now what?
This is where you came in. Back at that pool again. The one I always wanted.
Where the hell's she at?
Here was an item everybody could have some fun with. The heartless so-and-sos.
Yeah, oh, maybe Max will say he did it.
If it was a quarrel, how come this gun was right there?
This guy, where did you meet him for the first time? Where did he come from? Who is he?
What the hell? She's amazing.
Kite, this is no time for cameras. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Cameras.
She's going to be the star one last time.
The cameras have arrived.
They have. Tell Mr. DeMille I'll be on the set at once.
What is this?
She's a little bit cuckoo. Has been for a while.
Well, it's one way to get her downstairs.
Yeah.
Let's have the car right outside.
And cuff her. Make sure you cuff her. She'll scratch your eyeballs out.
Everything set up, gentlemen?
Just about.
Lights ready?
All set.
What scene does she think she's going to?
Oh, yes. Yes. Down below. They're waiting for the princess.
She's just like constantly like this, like eyebrows and eyes very wide. She must have had a splitting sore head after every time filming this.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh, he's crying. Max is crying. Wow. Just wow. That's exactly what I needed to see today. Amazing. I think it's always funny. It's not funny, it's amazing and funny how I always get like mad and frustrated with some, especially female actresses. But it's not the actor, it's not her that I'm mad at, it's her character that I don't like. And then it just shows you that that's the acting that does that, and it makes you feel like a certain type of way. And that's what both of those girls did. That the old lady Norma, and I can't remember what the other girl was, but yeah, they both did that. They obviously made her act that way when she kept doing like these things with her hands, and she was very theatrical and very dramatic, and she was definitely the villain because of her eyebrows, and they were always like this, and her eyes were always like this, and it was just I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I just found it fascinating. It was such a good plot, and it was black and white, and it was old, and it was the storytelling, and the way that they had the boy narrating it, but the way that he was such a good storyteller, and he had his way with words, and you just it was, I loved it. I'm gonna give it best movie ever because it's been a while since I saw a black and white movie, and it was the perfect one to watch, and especially today because I really wanted to watch that today. I didn't know it, I know it now. I'm so happy. I feel so happy after watching it. And I knew it was him that was in the pool, like, what, 10 minutes in? So very clever. You know how clever I am. I guessed it straight away pretty much. In movies like this, when there's no CGI, and everything's blowing up in your face, and all the colours, and everything's just taken away. Even the music sometimes just takes over the movie, and you're like, there's too much going on, and it's too much. And then you see a movie like this, and it's all, and everything's happening, and you can take it all in, and it's just everything goes in, and you have all the feels, and it gives you all the feels, and you feel very emotional watching it, and you feel like you're there, you feel like you're in it. I miss it. I miss the black and white. Bravo for a very good movie. So far, I'm really liking, what's his name? Billy Wilder. Yeah, Billy Wilder. And I'm really looking forward to the next ones now. Some Like It Hot and The Apartment. It made me feel really gross. The whole old lady, I thought she was in like her 70s, 80s, but she was only 50. And I see now, they've obviously made her look... I don't want to be offensive, because she's still a lady. They made her look crazy and old, and someone that you would not want to stay with, because if they made it like a sweet old lady that was very beautiful still, then there wouldn't be a story there, because the boy of course would want to stay with her, and it would be all hunky-dory, but it wasn't. It certainly was not. It's so funny because I had a few bad relationships where I obviously was in it for love, and then after them all I was like, right, that's it, no longer am I doing it for love, I'm just going to marry someone for money, and then at least then I'll be happy because I'll have money and I won't get screwed over. And then that never happened, but I'm so glad it didn't, because if I was in that situation, I mean, it's all right if you find someone that's got money and you maybe love them a little bit, or you're maybe a little bit attracted to them, but imagine it was like a really old man, and he's more like your granddad, and he's a bit of a psycho as well, and he's very jealous, and he was her new chimp. That is what he was. And I really hope that they did no sexual things, because yeah, that's no, that's what Max should have been for. And I think it was weird that he was... It was all weird. It was just all weird, but I loved it. It was such an amazing movie. Just all of it, all round, perfect movie. Can you tell I liked it? It was just today. I think maybe if I'd watched it another day in another mood, then it wouldn't... I wouldn't have enjoyed it so much. Maybe. I'm so fascinated by the old movies. Just fascinated. And I'm also very glad that I watched Charlie Chaplin movies before watching this too, or else I'd have been like, who the hell is that? And I wouldn't have found that funny. It was actually really good. And now I went to dress up as Charlie Chaplin for like Halloween. That's me for today. You are obviously going to like this because it was just an amazing movie, so you have to like it. You have to hit that thumbs up button like a million times. Wait, no, only hit it once, because then if you hit it again, it's going to not. Okay, so we'll hit it once and then subscribe if you haven't already, and post notifications and comment and tell me how much you love this movie, because I loved it. I loved it. I'm so looking forward to seeing the next ones. I think I already said that. Right, I'm gonna go because I'm too excited. I'm like, my heart's racing and I need to calm down. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.